Hey guys, I'm back for part 3 now. I know someone already asked me how I'm going to put the headlight up. I said I'm going to use tape. This is the tape I'm going to use. Got it at Home Depot. It's indoor-outdoor mounting tape, double-sided, heavy-duty. And we'll see if it works, and if it doesn't, I'll update you. And if you never hear about it again, that's because it worked. I also bought some 4-inch cable ties, which I'm going to use to keep the cords neat on the new drag bar. And I got the drag bar. So as you can see, it's a 28-inch drag bar, 0-inch rise, and I don't know what the pullback is, to be honest with you. I got it from this company, SportingForLess. I found them on eBay, and I definitely recommend using them. The guy was awesome. I mean, I emailed him at like 10 p.m. and he emailed me back right away. This was like Wednesday night at 10 p.m. or Tuesday night, and I said I needed it by the weekend. He charged something like 37 bucks total, including shipping, but that was regular shipping, and I wanted select shipping so it could get here by Friday. And he actually just charged me $15 extra, so total I paid like 52 bucks for this drag bar with expedited shipping. And he went back and forth with me. He was very professional. Like I said, I highly recommend using him. His name on eBay is SportingForLess, and he also has a website, SportingForLess.com. I am in no way affiliated with them, nor was I compensated for saying that. I just really like his service, and it got here exactly when he said it would. So what my plans are, as you can see, I put the top clamp back on here just to hold these bars up while I get the controls off. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use either an Allen key or a Torx wrench to undo these. There's one at the top, one at the bottom. And then as you can see on this side, same thing, one at the bottom, one at the top. I'm going to take those off. Those should get the controls off. If that doesn't work out, I'll let you guys know. So I'm going to take them off. I'm going to put the new drag bar on, make sure it's centered on there real nice. And then I'm going to just screw the controls back on and see if that works. And then I'm going to get that tape, and I'm going to put it right here on the back of the dummy lights. But first, I'm going to take the black electrician's tape, or electrical tape, I don't know what the hell it's called, and I'm going to wrap it all around here. So this is going to be nice, and I don't know, it's just going to look a little better with that tape, and then it's going to go right on there. So when I'm riding, it'll look just like that pretty much, which I don't think is a bad look. I know a couple guys in the forum said that that's what they were doing temporarily, but if it looks good enough and it functions, I think I'm just going to leave it like that. I mean, after all, people who are doing this mod are probably doing it because they want to make their bike look as streamlined as possible, kind of like a bobber, and I think that just coincides with the look. So I'm going to start on the project, and if I think of anything along the way, I'll update you, and then I'll show you when it's done. So I hope you enjoyed it so far. I appreciate the guys who are commenting, and I'll definitely try and answer any questions you may have. And I'll be on here when I'm done so you can see what it looks like. Alright, good luck, guys. Alright, guys, so it's actually a little more difficult than I initially anticipated, so I'm just going to pause for a second and show you what I'm doing here. These two screws here are T27 Torx screws. If you don't know what a Torx wrench is, it's this one here that looks like a 5-pointed star, and that's what's going to get these off, T27s. Alright, then what's going to happen is, let me try and get a grip of this here. This is going to slide off right here, this front piece, and then this back piece is going to slide off. Alright, I'll just kind of let it hang there for a little bit. It should be fine. And then there's going to be another one right here. So it was a T27 for the ones that I just told you, and then this one is actually going to be a T25. So I'm going to unscrew this and see what happens, but I'm assuming that this control is going to come right off after that. Something else I should know is that these bars are actually pre-drilled on the bottom for wires there, and these little clamps are what keeps all the wires in. So that's actually why I got the zip ties, because the bars that I got aren't pre-drilled. I mean, I'm sure I could drill them, but that's probably what I get for paying 36 bucks. It doesn't really matter to me. It's fine. I'll use the zip ties for now, and then if a buddy of mine could drill them out, he could drill them out. If not, I don't know. We'll see how bad it looks. But these actually, I don't know the trick to pulling them out without breaking them. They look like they're really, really cheap, and you can probably replace them for 10 cents or something. So I'm sure you just got to yank them out and possibly risk breaking them. Luckily, I got mine out without breaking. I just pulled really hard. One side came out, and then the other side would be stuck in, and this happened to all four. So I would just pull one side out, it would come out, and then I would just twist, and the other side would come out nicely. And there's four. There's one here, one more down, and then two on the other side. So I'm going to keep going, and then I will update you if something else happens. Alright guys, so already something else did happen. After I loosened this bolt up, I was pulling this off, and this wire is really taut. So what I'm going to have to do is actually loosen these four on the top clamp up, slide the bar this way, and that way it'll loosen up this wire and I can pull this completely off. But other than that, it's going pretty easy. Alright guys, so as you can see, I got the new bar on. Sorry I'm talking so low. It literally only took a couple minutes. I don't know why I sound all tired now. I put the clamp back on. Something I will know, I made it tight enough so that the bar doesn't bend around when you try and work on it. But it's loose enough so that I could take each of these bolts out and then get some loctite on there to make sure you got a nice, good, secure grip, because you know you don't want that crap shifting around when you're riding the bike. Another thing is, this is a 2007. I think it's 2003 when you got to start worrying about this, 2003 and up. But you want to get dimpled bars, and what I mean by that is that it has this groove here. And what that's going to do is when the grip is on here, it's going to allow the wires to come out and down. So they're not like up against there. So it's on here. I'm just going to take my, oh man, I got to take it back off, slip them on, because remember this whole thing is taut now. Yeah, I got to take the bar back off, put them on, and then secure it on there. Alright guys, so as you can tell, I was having a few issues getting the controls back on. So what I did is I took the top clamp back off, slid the controls on both sides, put it in, and then tighten the top clamp down. Not all the way, but just enough so it's not moving all around. I definitely recommend out of the whole process that this is the part where you need an extra set of hands just to hold things together while you screw them back in. As you can tell, a lot of these wires are now too long because I put on a lot shorter set of handlebar. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up taking this back off. So if you haven't started your process yet, I highly recommend do not put the Loctite on here yet, or don't even lock them in tight. Just leave them on there loosely, because I'm going to take this back off so I can pull some of these wires down and get them nice and neat and down in there so it doesn't look all crappy like this. I may end up, you might want to do this before you start, I may end up getting a new top piece of the brake line right here, because look at it now, it's really on there, like, it's bent up and stuff. I'm sure it'll be okay for now. I'll take it for a ride and I'll update you guys, and if I never update after this, I'm dead. But I think it'll be okay. You could probably also, if you can afford to get a shorter clutch line, that'd probably look a lot nicer too. I mean, the whole point of this is to make it look as streamlined as possible. To have all these wires hanging out like this, it's kind of crappy, but when I get the money, I'll do it. So I'm probably going to leave these like this because I don't think they're too bad. What is this? The throttle line and the I don't know, whatever the hell it is. In any case, that's what I'm going to do. I'm also going to take these rear view mirrors and turn them upside down so they're hanging out of the bottom. My buddy's Nightster is like this, and he said they're really easy to see out of. And as you notice, I haven't taped this on yet, but I'll let you know how that goes, because I'm going to wait till I get this off and fix up all the wires and stuff and make sure this is where it needs to be before I permanently tape it on there. I mean, it's taped, so it's not permanent anyways, but, you know, whatever. So, there we go. Also, if you have questions about the clearance, it makes it, man. I mean, I still got space. So, see the other side here. I mean, it barely makes it, but it does. I actually just found out that the blinker light's actually hitting on the speedo, so it's not going all the way left. But we'll see how it rides, and if I need to move those blinker lights, I probably will. Who knows? I might end up just taking them off, because who looks at the front blinkers anyway? I don't know. People are always looking at your blinkers when they're behind you. So I'm going to take this out for a ride after I finish up the wiring, and I'll let you know how it goes. Guys, this whole time that I've been saying electrical tape, by the way, I mean this kind of tape right here. So hopefully I've been getting it right. That's just what I've always known as electrical tape. And it's ridiculous how just putting electrical tape nicely around this dummy light set. I mean, look at that. It looks like it's in its own little enclosure. I'm sorry if your standards are 1,000 times better than mine, but that looks pretty damn good to me. I mean, you should already have electrical tape in your garage, so for free pretty much. Here's that Scotch tape, indoor outdoor, I was talking about. It's gray on the middle, and then it has a red wrapper around it, so I cut a piece off that I knew would fit. And I'm out of all the parts, I'm filming this one because it seems so ridiculously easy that if anyone's like me, they're like, no, you know, there must be something more to it. But there really isn't. I just wrapped up this in the tape. All right, I'm just gonna put this on this side. So now it looks like that. All right, make sure it's on there nice and good, like, oh yeah. And then I'm gonna peel off the other side and just stick it right there, and it's gonna look freaking decent. So just give me 2 seconds and I'll put it on there and you'll be able to see it. Sorry guys, well, so there it is. I think that looks pretty pimp for a $5 roll of double-sided tape and then a free roll of electrical tape that I already had sitting around in my box. And here's the job, man. I mean, there it is. I didn't invert the mirrors yet. I'm just kind of getting tired right now and I'm over it. So I'll do that another time. But I think that already looks a lot more nifty than the stock bars that came on there. And once I get a little money together and get these shorter cables, I mean, cables are a cinch to put on. Maybe I'll do a video on that when the time comes. But I'm going to take this out for a ride now. So here it is, guys. It's pretty much done. And it does give it quite a different look. It's got for a ride last night, and it gave it a really different feel too. Get all those bolts nice and tight on there. Use some Loctite, so when you're riding, it's not a big deal. It didn't vibrate at all. Pretty much, the Speedo didn't vibrate at all. I might go digital eventually if I find a nice one that I like. But one comment I will make is this is pretty much where mine is. I don't know if you can see the numbers on it, but 40, 50, 60, 70. I mean, whoever even looks at it when you're in between 10 and 40. So I might rotate it more this way. So when I'm riding, I can see 70, 80, and 90 because that's probably where you're going to be hanging out at on the highway. Another thing you got to get used to. You got to get used to it because I keep looking up here to see how fast I'm going, and then it takes more time away from my eyes on the road because then I'm like, oh yeah, I got to look down there. So just something to get used to. Overall, I love it, man. I mean, it feels a lot cooler when I'm riding. So there it is. Thanks for watching my video, guys, and if you have any questions or comments or whatever, like I've been saying, feel free to comment or send me a PM, and I'll do my best to get your question answered and stuff. Going to the Harley shop today, I'll ask them how much a new thing is right here. That hose for the brake line, and a couple more lines. See how cheap or expensive they are. But we're talking Harley shop here, so I'm gonna guess expensive. Ride safe, guys.